This video is all about you because 1,000 of you had hit that subscribe button right here on Markus Travels, and I want to thank you for it. Welcome to the live stream. We're gonna look at three things from my experience on Markus Travels. Number one is we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into what kind of content appeals to you. We're going to look at what are the typical viewers actually interested in my channel, what videos have done the best, and that will also inform us a little bit about what can we expect going forward. And we'll also look at a few of the upcoming videos, both those that are already uploaded and due to be published, and a little bit about that upcoming trip as well. Thank you very much for joining me here live. If you have any questions throughout the broadcast, just put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Well, let's kick off just by talking about the milestone here, 1,000 subscribers. I think that's a pretty good result. I appreciate that a lot. Let's close that down and actually have a look at what kind of people watch this channel, because it's always important to understand what kind of audience we're dealing with. And luckily here in the YouTube studio, there's a very handy little audience tab. Let's actually put that full screen so we can have an even closer look. And I'm going to just dive in by looking at the demographics of the audience here. Here's a little bit about the, no, this is actually the videos. I need to refresh that page real quick. I'll be right back once that refresh is done. Let's close that. We go to the analytics, we go to the audience. Of course, this is a live stream, so it was going to go wrong somewhere, but we live. Okay, cool. So if we look at the audience tab on this channel, Markus Travels, we can see here a little bit about some of the videos growing my channel, which of these videos are bringing back new viewers. But the channel so far is not really reliant on existing viewers coming back. This chart actually shows it. Let's put that to 90 days. You can see here the blue line on top indicates new viewers, whereas the purple line indicates existing or previous viewers. So most of you are new, and that makes me especially appreciative that you have hit subscribe. You can see here that many of you also watch the other channels that are in the premium airline review type of space. Patrick Shea here, for example, excellent content creator, Nonstop Dan, one of the absolute OGs and legends. And I'm very happy to be in this kind of company. We have Sandspotter as well, brings a very unique perspective to this space, and the Flip Flop Traveler, perhaps my favorite travel YouTuber. Let's have a look at some other channels that come across here. Denny's, of course, is there, and Ricky Shang, also great travel content creators. And that's the end of the list. There's one person who's not on here, and actually his name currently escapes me, so we're not going to talk about that. But we will relate it to one of his projects. Let's move over to the next kind of section here. You can also see that my viewers, our viewers who are watching this now, they also watch some of these other videos. So this has the potential of giving me some ideas on what kind of content I should make for you as well. Let me know in the comments if you're getting value from this. We also have a little bit of a understanding here what kind of videos you actually watch. Almost everybody watches long form videos, shorts pretty many as well, but not a lot of people watch live streams. And in fact, I have not done too many live streams on this channel either. If you have any questions throughout the chat, throughout the live stream, just put them in the chat or put them in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. I'm happy you're here live. Let's move over to the next section of the analytics, because I want to know something about you. Most of you are not subscribed. That is 95% of you are not subscribed. This is some of the YouTubers, they sometimes say things like, I note that only 70% of you are new to the channel. No, it's 95 that are not subscribed to the channel. This is a different type of content. What else about you? You're mostly male. You know, 90% probability that you're male watching this, probably from the US, as you can see here on the right-hand side. US, United Kingdom, Germany, Sweden, and Canada are the top countries for the audience of my channel. The final demographic point that I just want to show here is that most of you are between 25 and 54 years old. So most likely the person watching this is pretty much like me, a middle-aged male from an English-speaking country. I fulfill two of those criteria. Thank you for joining me live. We're going to have a look at some more analytics here in a moment as well. But I'm happy that you're here. I started this channel in January of 2023, so we've been going strong now for almost 1.5 years, and I'm happy to reach this milestone. Why is this a significant milestone, you might wonder? Well, 1,000 subscribers is the threshold at which YouTube will actually share some of the revenue with the content creators. So it's a way of making the channel sustainable from a financial perspective. Let's move over to one of the other panels here. I'm just going to click the analytics here to see what's happening. I can look at my analytics, and I can look at my activity over there. All right, cool. So I'm going to move over to the next panel here, and that is some of the content that we've been watching. I'm just going to find the right page here before I switch scenes here in my live streaming software. Okay, let's move over. There we go. So this is now a screen once again from the YouTube studio that will show me what are the some of the highlights from the videos here on my channel. So I'm just going to begin by looking at these key moments. So one of the real challenges here is to keep viewers watching. As soon as you click on the thumbnail, I need to deliver some value to you so that you actually stop, that you don't stop watching in between. You can see here that the first 30 seconds are absolutely key. In these few videos that were about, actually 3 of them were about Lufthansa, and one of them was about SAS. These are above my typical performance. Some of the videos here that were below performance are this Eurostar train, we have a Swiss flight, and a theme park review as well. So that should also give me a little bit more insight about your interests. If I look at the top videos for this 90-day period, you can see here that the number 1 is a Turkish Airlines economy class review. I have profiled this channel to be more about business class and first class travel, but you can see here that an economy class review is actually at the very top there. Second one is Lufthansa business class, then we have Scandinavian Airlines business class, then we have 2 train videos, the Shinkansen in Japan and the Eurostar from Brussels to Paris. Expect more train content coming very, very soon. Like I said, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them live for you. I want to go back to the overview here as well and just look at the absolutely most viewed videos, including shorts in the last 90 days. And that includes a little funny video that I've made about the bathroom design style. And if we look at, let's see, can I see this on this screen? I don't think I can see the least viewed video, so I would actually skip that. Oh yeah, here's actually one of them that's probably the least viewed. It's my most recent video. It's a hotel review from Gothenburg, Sweden. You can see it here on the top left. The Scandic Central Göteborg. It's a nice hotel, but this is currently at 10 of 10, i.e. the worst performing video of the last 10. So that indicates to me that you are probably not so interested in hotel reviews, and I also posted about this in a recent community post. All right. So I'm happy that you're joining me here live. Let's move over to the future. What is coming up here on Markus Travels now that we have reached 1,000 subscribers? Well, let me show you some of the upcoming videos. If I go into content, you can see a whole library here of videos that I've already produced, but I haven't published yet. So this is the only way you're going to be able to see this, by joining this live stream or watching it on the replay. So firstly, we have the next video coming up is about a French high-speed train, the TGV Anouilh, a short trip, but should give you a good idea of what the cabin layout is in first class on that TGV Anouilh. That is supposed to be the more premium version of the TGV service. Maybe we can put it a little bit bigger so you can actually see. After that, the next video is going to be an EasyJet flight. I mentioned that the Turkish Airlines economy flight did pretty well, so there's potential for this EasyJet flight as well. And it's actually a tale of 2 EasyJet flights One was nice, one was not so nice. Not due to any fault of EasyJet, mostly because of my bad planning. So let's see if that thumbnail works. It's a very different thumbnail than the styles that I've tried previously, but it could potentially work. Then we have another hotel review. Low expectations on that one as well in terms of how interested you guys as viewers are. Next, we have a real highlight from my perspective. This is the X2000 Swedish train. This is the high-speed train in Sweden that has unfortunately really gone down the hill, down the drain. But I don't know what the expression is. Downhill, yeah. The quality has decreased. Okay, let's just say it like that. So that video is going to come out next. After the EasyJet flight, and it's unfortunate. I can only give away the conclusion. You know, it doesn't compare favorably to another train that I also feature in that same video, which is a shame. But I will be writing the newer version of that train very soon as well. And then the final video that you can see here, let's put that full screen. The final video that you can see here on the screen is this one. It's a first-class bus ride that I took in Sweden. And many of these videos are from Sweden because I was there recently and I will go there soon again. So this is a first-class bus flight. No, it's not a bus flight. The first-class bus ride to Stockholm Arlanda Airport. So that's a little bit what is already produced and in the pipeline, so to speak. But that's not the only thing that's happening on the channel, because I mentioned that I was going to give you a little update about the very near future. I have something very exciting coming up actually next week already. I'm going to fly to the US, to Chicago, one of my favorite places. And from there, I'm going to take a very unique train experience. Some people say it's a bucket list experience. I'm very much looking forward to it. And that is going to be a train ride from Chicago on the California Zephyr, not all the way to San Francisco, but out to the desert. And I have that open here on the page as well. It looks like this. So this is the California Zephyr. It starts in Chicago, goes to Amityville, which is close to San Francisco, but I will take it for 2 days and 2 nights all through the country. No, 2 days is that? Yeah, 2 days, 2 nights. Yeah, exactly. And it will be arriving in the morning in the desert. Really looking forward to this. If we have a look at the mountain side here, this is going to be an absolutely amazing trip, an absolutely amazing set of views from the train. I'm going to be in a private cabin. They call it the roomette, and it's going to be my first time in that type of accommodation on Amtrak. Let me just browse down the page here so you can see the main highlights of this trip. They are Chicago, Denver, Salt Lake City, which I will only pass by, and then ending in San Francisco. I'll be getting out in Reno, so I won't make it all the way to San Francisco, but this 44-hour trip should still give me a lot of exciting video content for you. The way I actually plan to do it is that I think I'm going to make 2 videos about it. One is about the trip itself, and specifically and especially the part that goes to the Rocky Mountains. It's supposed to be beautiful, right? But then I also want to make another video that is more kind of some of the, let's say, quirks and special features of the American train system, because riding trains in the United States is not like riding trains anywhere else in the world. They have some aspects of very inefficient administration. They have like the rolling stock is not exactly new, so I'm looking forward to making that kind of like if you're from Europe or you're from Asia, you're used to high quality trains, and you go ride trains in the US, it's going to be a different experience. One of the title ideas that I have in my head is something like how American trains are different to normal trains, or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to that California Zephyr train experience. Should be good dining on board, should be good sleep on board in that little roomette. That's going to be an absolute highlight of this year, and hopefully for this channel as well. The name of the other creator that I forgot earlier, Jeb Brooks, he has a video with something like 7 million views about that same train. I'm thinking if I can get at least 1% of those views, I'll be happy with my California Zephyr train. On that trip, I'll also go to a theme park in Ohio, Kings Island. I will go back through Chicago. It's going to be some great experiences. Hopefully do some comedy as well in Chicago. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to answer them live. The next trip I have coming up after that is, actually there's two trips to Sweden coming up. One is to Stockholm to try a very unique accommodation experience in Stockholm. Perhaps you can guess which one, as an aviation enthusiast. And then I'll do another trip to many of the Nordic countries for midsummer. So that's coming up as well. Now, YouTube has this feature called Best for Viewer, where it recommends the video that you should watch next. So click or tap the screen right here to watch the video that YouTube has picked from my channel that will match your interests the best. Thank you very much for watching. Markus Travels, and I will see you in the next video.